ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಕೂದಲಿಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಗಡ್ಡ ಬಿಳಿ ಆಗೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
ಹೇಗೆ?
You're applying color.
Welcome all of you to Global Network, TV Network. With us this evening on this Easter Sunday, I have a very interesting guest with me, Mr. Mahantesh, who basically studied computer science in the United States, California State University, Los Angeles, and then chosen a very different profession now after 8 years of his experience in software. And also I have another very interesting reader of books, avid reader of books, Ravindra Desai, who also spent quite a number of years in the software industry and lived in US for quite some time, and Canada and various other countries, and currently working with us on the spiritual field. So, well, the interesting thing about today's guest is that, you know, he has shifted from software to improve the interest of people to get into reading, book reading habit at a time when most people are switching over. Even publications like Britannia has stopped, their business, and at this, point of time, Mahantesh Hiremat has chosen to popularize reading books through his effort called 99bookscard.com. It's an online book service center, and they are also having an offline session. Well, let's know a little more about how he got into this field. Mahantesh, it's very interesting. You need to tell something about you.
First of all, thank you for bringing us to the event. And the whole thing started from my childhood. I used to read a lot. So when I was in US, I wanted to come back and start something of my own. So I have tried multiple things, and then I decided to kind of build a community of book readers and sellers.
This very interest of getting into books started from your
the
childhood.
beginning, yes.
So you used to go to the library?
I used to go to the library.
You studied in an English medium school?
Yes, I studied in English medium
Which school did you study?
So I studied my up to 12th grade in Vijaypur, Karnataka, and then I did my engineering in Ujre, SDM, near Dharmasthala. And then I worked in Bangalore for 2 years, and then I went to pursue my master's in computer science. So after my master's, I worked as a software architect for 7 years. And then in the meantime, I was looking to start my own business and do something. So, but I thought like America is a land of opportunity, but India is also becoming a land of opportunity. So I thought I should come back home and do something here. So then when I came back, I initially thought to build a community of book readers, publishers, and sellers. So as a 99bookscard.com, we are not just focused on selling our own books. We want to build a community of book readers and sellers and publishers. And currently, apart from us, we have around 3,000 small bookstores who are selling on our website. And we also have around 19 publishers in India who are selling books on our website. So, and apart from that, like as you said, the Britannia is now they stopped printing books and they are going completely digital. Our goal is to not just promote reading books. We want people to read, irrespective of media, whether is it a book or a digital. So we are also working on building a platform them to read ebooks. So our goal is like promote reading among young professionals and students. Because in my experience, the reading kind of give you a lot of patience. It's going to help you in your life too. Like when the situation comes in, you have a lot in your mind to process and respond back. You live a lot of life if you read a book. So that's the one thing. And also we are currently working on providing books from different countries into the Indian readers. And currently we are working on setting up 100 one-shelf libraries in a government schools for free. for kids to start.
You have already made some initiative.
We had made one initiation in Assam.
Yeah.
So we wanted to focus on where it's very necessary for kids,
Yeah.
and it's hard for them to come and get the books. Like what happens in the northeast part is there is so many companies, e-commerce company, they do not deliver any goods to those parts
Okay.
because of the expenses and all. So that's why we wanted to start it from there, because that's where it's most needed.
I mean, it's amazing effort from you. You know, at a time when most youth are turning to become software engineers, and you have chosen to be in the publication and you know, providing opportunities for readers to pick those books with less expense or less effort. Well, Ravinder Desai, who is, you know, also I'm very happy he's there this evening. Also an avid reader of books. But what do you see? You were also in software business, and then you were in a senior position, worked in different geographies. And what's this trend? You know, Mr. Mahantesh, you're getting into books. What is this trend? You know, which has started in this current times?
I mean, it's a habit, you know. Reading is kind of habit. How it started while you're young, and how it goes down to you to be part of you, right? So it's a kind of a culture which we develop when we grow up, and books should be part of it.
Yeah.
Right. As Mantej was already telling you that, you know, that builds the imagination possibility.
Imagination.
Uh, with spirituality added, intuition can bring up much better. Yeah. So something which has to be part of, and that's why, you know, these young parents, I do suggest them to read books, tell stories to their kids, bring that culture back. So the good thing to do, especially Mahante trying to take up those books which are not usually available in the subcontinent, or the Pacific, southern, what is called Indo Pacific area. So it's a good effort. But there are challenges in terms of today's interest dying down. There are so many. We have tablets, we have phones, we have so many things where bringing back the books is a challenge in that context. In that context, bringing this whole thing is certainly a good beginning. But yeah, uh, beginning has to be made somewhere. We don't know how it will poke out eventually, but it's a good start. I wish Mahante all the best for this endeavor.
Yeah.
And it should be done as per me. Good.
Mahantesh, yeah. How many titles perhaps are here in this?
So currently at this venue, we have around more than 2.5 lakh titles.
Yes.
And as the 99 Bookstart is an online bookstore too.
Yeah.
So online, there is more than 5 lakh titles are available.
5 lakh.
5 lakh titles.
Well, how, you know, for example, somebody wants to read the book, well, he can read the book, sit here and read the book.
Yes, it's kind of a library too.
Okay.
So the people can come in and read all their favorite titles here for the free.
There's no
So
subscription.
there is no subscription, and it's a free event. It's just walk-in event.
If somebody wants to buy the books, he can.
Yes, they can buy it. And it's also people give a chance to read a book before they kind of buy it. I mean, they get to know what it is, and they sometimes it also give an opportunity to try a different kind of books which they never tried before.
You also invite you know, authors to review some of these books.
Yes, we last 2 days we had a couple of authors. We kind of promote budding authors basically who are like writing their first books.
Okay.
So we bring them into the fair and we introduce them to all the audience, and we kind of promote their books in the fair on also the online.
So 99 book card is also giving a platform for people to venture into writing.
Yes,
Especially the young writers.
Young
Who
writers.
will have still not enough courage to go to the publishers and get it.
Yeah, so yesterday we had a girl. She was just eighth grade, and she started writing books when she was sixth grade.
What's the name?
It's Ashwini Kulkarni.
Uh-huh.
So she wrote her first book,
Okay.
and at the eighth grade, and she came here she wanted to sell the books in the fair.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we tried to help her, and she was able to sell like around 70 copies.
Wonderful. Great.
Wow. So and she put that in an online Amazon and Flipkart, but she was not able to get enough sale.
Yeah.
But here she got a chance to interact with the readers
Yes.
and to understand what
Yeah.
what they wanted. And she said that she has a list of the people that who bought that book. She want to talk to them and understand what they got out of the book, and that would help us to write the new book in a better way.
This event that you're organizing in the city of Bangalore, which happens to be one of the fastest growing city in the world, and with lots of intellectual population in this city, what's the kind of response you are getting?
So we are getting a very good response, because like we already have a lot of our customers who
Okay.
buy from us through online.
You mean your online customers?
Online customers, yes. We had a lot of online customers. They are the one who first showed up.
Okay.
And then we are doing a lot of advertisement, and we are asking people to come and read here for free. That's our main goal.
Oh,
So rather than pitching the book sales, we are mostly pitching them to come and read here,
okay.
to kind of build that reading habit back again.
How frequently you organize these events?
So we organize like one event every month in a different city.
Okay.
So, but we do not like list all the cities that we're going to be doing. We plan next event after once we finish the current event.
Okay. Yes. So one, it will give a platform to the budding authors, and as well, it will help you to understand the reader's perspective, because you are giving platform for readers and as well the writer. Right. So this is basically
Where they can meet together.
Yeah, they can meet together, exchange views. So something new can come out. What do you say?
Yes, certainly. I mean, we have to cater to the different segments here.
Yeah.
Because Manpage, as I see the books down here in the store right now, it's all genres. It's not restrict to one particular genre.
Yeah.
So it is usually in terms of catering to the different segments and different possibilities. Yeah. It's a good beginning. But today, as we see, things are changing fast. Things, people drive a lot. I myself though want to sit and read somewhere peacefully, but we don't get to see the time, right? So for me, Audible became very important. Not to promote a particular platform down, but in terms of how digitized area becomes important in today's situation. So you already said that you are already working on digitizing it and making something like Audible for Indian readers. It's a good beginning. You want to talk about more and how far you have been successful with that and how things are going. If you want to talk about it, especially with India having so many different cultures, every state has a different possibility. Within a state has a different possibilities, different dialects, different possibilities and opportunities. So with that kind of a wide vast varieties what we have, this would be a challenge and could be very interesting thing to take up. What do you say?
So yeah, I totally agree with what you just mentioned. It's more like, as I said, our main goal is to promote reading, and in order to promote that, it has to be so easy and convenient for the people. So if the people are buying physical book, it's one. The first thing is some of the books are expensive, and when you buy it, you need a space to keep those books.
Yeah.
So our goal is also to make it as convenient and as easy for them to read it. So we are currently converting a lot of our physical books into ebooks. That's our first goal, and I would say we're not even close launching that, but we are just planning and working on the basic infrastructure.
Yeah.
And once, probably maybe it could take around 15 to 18 months to launch the first platform where people can either read it or they can buy it. And then from there we would be taking it to an Audible thing where they could also listen to it.
Yeah.
So it's a 2.5 to 3 years project for us to kind of come to that particular level.
In terms of classification of the books, can you throw some light on this? What kinds of?
So currently we have around 10 genres, and we carry way more than 10 genres. We have a lot of books for these particular 10 genres. We also have spiritual books and psychological books, business books. So the whichever books we have most, we make them a particular genre and we keep them separate. And if we have a very few books of a particular genre, we combine them and we call them as all mix book section, where they would have to choose.
Okay. Well, how many people are currently working with you? Because this is a very huge exercise, managing 2 lakh books in a huge space like this, which is not less than about 10,000 square feet. How do you manage? What kind of, do you have volunteers helping you?
Yes, we have a lot of volunteer, and all the volunteers are the one who came here to read. So when they came here to read, and then they liked the environment and they wanted to spend time here, and that's how they joined. But as a 99 Bookstart, we're a team of 12 members, and all of us are located in Vijaypur, Karnataka, and we are also trying to create more jobs in those part of the Karnataka. Yes.
That's very nice. So, what are your future plans? I mean, one, you said that you will take it to government schools. That's a fantastic effort. From the childhood, from the school age, if they take to reading, that's another one thing. And what other than this?
Other than that, we also think that the one book should be read by 100 people. The one book is not meant for one guy, and it's not like you buy one book and you keep it in your shelf. There is a lot of problem with that too. So then you're gonna have to print so many books, and you have to cut so many trees. So what we are planning is we want to circulate the books among the people. Like once you read a book, and it doesn't have to be selling for the money. It's a social cause. Like if you give one book back to the community, it saves one book from printing. So that's what we are working on. So that like one book should be read by 100 people. And the physical store that we are planning to build that's what it's going to be. Like people buy from it and they bring back to us, and then they take a different book. So just a circulation. The book just don't stay in any shelf. Just always it's useful for someone.
Okay, this massive exercise which you have taken it up. I mean, how did you get motivation to get into this space?
Into the books. So the first thing is there are so many books. So there is no other product like book. There is no other product you can like that you consider like the clothing industry, and it can be any industry. So we have so many books, so there is so many opportunities. That's what I think.
So, you conducted one event in Mangalore, and this is your second event. How many days did it go in Mangalore?
So in Mangaluru we did for 4 days, and what we learned there is like it was more of a sales. So the people were just rushing everywhere and they were buying books. So what we thought is we need to give them time to kind of read it, and also to the students where they could come and read. So that's why this time we extended it to 11 days. So it gives them enough time to come and read. So like if some students, if they can't afford to buy a book, they can come here and read. In 11 days, they can read 11 books. So that's why we wanted to kind of.
That's good. You have what you call plans to go to the colleges and different clubs to just inform them that you are into this, so that there are a lot of people who belong to our generation who are comfortable reading books, and they would be very happy to see display of large number of books in a space like this. They can choose and spend some time reading.
So yes, definitely the schools, colleges, and we are also working on reaching out to the corporates. Like for example, the corporates spend so much time for the employees' wellness. And why can't all the companies have at least a small library in their companies that would like help all their employees to kind of start reading, and It doesn't have to be a huge library, but at least a one shelf library could help all their employees. So there is a lot of benefits reading books. There are a lot of health benefits, mental benefits. So we are also working with a few companies who are interested to set the library inside the company.
Yes. So in the current times, when more and more people spend a lot of their time watching things on YouTube and as well on WhatsApp, Mahantesh Hiremet's effort in bringing books in one place and bringing readers and writers also on one platform is an amazing effort, and I'm sure this will help in shaping the personalities of lots of people in this country, and which is very essential to build this nation on a very strong footing. Mantesh, thank you so much for your effort. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.